Hey, okay, question number 7 today. Much like God, 6 questions, day of rest. I'm just kidding. Okay, here we go. Question number 7. Why are there apologists? Isn't it a sign that the religion is inherently outlandish and false? I would say no. Although it does bring up a good point that the best argument for a particular religion or worldview might just be the life you live in accordance with it. So the first apologist that comes to mind for me as a Christian, or I should say when I'm thinking about Christian apologists, is C.S. Lewis. And I think, so this is all this is all conjecture. He and I have never spoken, and I am not a C.S. Lewis scholar. But it strikes me, even from the way he writes, that it feels in a way like his apologetics are simply meant to be an unpacking of the wonder of faith. So I don't know that he felt like, again, I don't know because we've never met. And I've never studied at this level in terms of like why he did what he did. But I wonder if instead of providing a defense for his faith because he felt like it needed it, I wonder if he provided a defense for faith because it was worth it. In other words, what he found to be true and good in the Christian faith was worth unpacking in a way that might actually be convincing. And might also provide what you might describe as a defense of the gospel. Although, like when I read Mere Christianity, which is, I suppose, one of his most widely known and widely read books, it didn't feel, there's not a tone of defensiveness. There's more a tone of exposition, maybe pedagogy, kind of as a teaching perspective or stance that he's taking. So there's that. But it is an interesting, and then, okay, so then I think about other apologists I've experienced in my life. So people who like debated people on stage, or folks who might have like, I'm sure there's been some Christians who've debated, what was that atheist fella? Dawkins, is that right? Hitchens, right? I don't know why people do that. It might be because it feels important to provide a counterpoint to some criticisms of the faith that people make, and because sometimes the good sort of common life that people live in accordance with their faith isn't seen by people in the way that, say, a televised debate about faith could be seen. Do you know what I mean to say? So I don't know that I would say apologetics means a faith is false or outlandish. I think apologetics is probably just a reflection of some people's devotion to their faith. There's that. But I will actually concede, or I will allow it. I will allow that there is probably no better argument for the efficacy of a particular faith than a life that is changed, right? That's actually in the Bible, right? The idea of knowing a tree by its fruits. Whatever you might say, however many scriptures you might memorize, that doesn't mean as much as a life that is different because of what you believe, especially for the better. So, that's interesting. I think that's all I have to say about that.